Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why forecasters are saying it's going to be so chilly today, why 2 IU students wound up in the hospital, why some city leaders say Indianapolis's mayor is not allowed at a Halloween celebration, and what the Pacers are saying ahead of their opener after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 6 o'clock.
Punishing Russia for attacking Ukraine. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Both the U.S. and allies overseas are doing it. The European Union putting sanctions on natural gas. President Trump is sanctioning Russia's 2 biggest oil companies after canceling his planned second summit with Russia's leader.
Hopefully he'll become reasonable, and hopefully Zelensky will be reasonable too. You know, it takes 2 to tango, as they say.
Referencing Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, who's been pushing for, without success, the U.S. to provide more advanced Tomahawk missiles. Meanwhile, Russia is conducting nuclear exercises.
Land, sea, and air-based nuclear-capable missiles have all been test-launched. The Kremlin tells us the drills were designed to hone the skills of nuclear command structures. President Vladimir Putin is pictured at the heart of things, monitoring events from a large white table. And while this follows the White House abandoning plans for Presidents Trump and Putin to meet and talk potential peace in Ukraine, Moscow insists these exercises were scheduled long ago.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is going to Israel after a 2-day visit by Vice President Vance trying to keep a fragile Gaza ceasefire in place. The U.S. military is taking out yet another suspected drug boat, killing 3 people that War Secretary Pete Hegseth calls narco-terrorists. This and the previous strike were in the Eastern Pacific. The first 7 were in the Caribbean. Fox's Jill Nato reports
37 people have been killed in the series of U.S. military strikes against boats believed to be carrying drugs from South America to the U.S. President Trump says the vessels are a national security threat, and that gives him the legal right to attack.
We know the people coming in. We know the boats. We know everything else. We're allowed to do it. It's in international waters.
Trump critics question whether those attacks are legal. History made at the Vatican. Britain's King Charles is there for a state visit, and he will be the first British monarch to pray with a pope in more than 500 years. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What you need to know about your forecast. Clear radar, 40 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. We are under a freeze warning, also a frost advisory. We're going up to 56 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. Most of the state is under a frost advisory from 2 to 9. Forecaster Andrew White at the National Weather Service.
Across the state, we're really going to see it across the southern half and then kind of the western portions of the state.
He says if you have any sensitive plants or Halloween decorations that could be victim to the Indiana fall wind, you might want to bring those inside. Indiana State Republicans said Wednesday that they do not have enough votes to move forward with mid-cycle redistricting, even with pressure from President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. Julia Vaughn, who leads Common Cause Indiana, called the push a clear attempt to strengthen Republican control.
They understand exactly what it is, and it's trying to change the rules of the game in the middle of the game.
Megan Robertson, executive director of Indiana Conservation Voters, is calling on Governor Mike Braun to set aside the current issue and prioritize property tax reform. 2 IU students hospitalized after a hazing incident at the Bloomington campus. Police say it happened Wednesday night, last Wednesday, into Thursday at the Phi Kappa Psi fraternity house. Details have not been released about the incident itself, but the university has issued a cease and desist, which means that the fraternity has to halt all events and recruitment. The Irvington Community Council has asked Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett to skip this year's historic Irvington Halloween Festival. In a letter sent yesterday, the council said the request was made out of respect for sexual assault survivors. And the NBA season gets going tonight for the Indiana Pacers. Head coach Rick Carlisle.
Our guys understand everything. Most of them watched last night's game. It's a team coming in that was great last year. They're great throughout the year. We just got to play.
And Carlisle talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder victory in double overtime against the Houston Rockets, but he said they're ready for the challenge. Tonight's tip-off, 7:30. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Thursday morning at 6:04.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Hey, this is Malia. We often get asked when is the best time to buy, and the answer is today, not tomorrow. With rising utility costs, rising product costs, and missed opportunity costs, which you could be saving with a high-efficiency system. Give us a call today to schedule your free in-depth estimate, 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
All right, checking out westbound 70 going down to the airport from downtown. Looking good from the Meridian Street entrance on out to the airport collector. We are looking at an 8-minute ride right now with no delays. And coming up from Greenwood this morning, northbound 65, that's State Road 44 King and Franklin, up to 465 on the south side. No delays. 13-minute travel time. Have a safe commute this morning. Traffic sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Matt Bear with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
We're feeling certainly chilly as you head out the door this morning, maybe even a little bit of patchy frost out there as you move into your forecast for tomorrow morning. We could be even colder, so take this as a warm-up or a cool-down, I should say, as we prepare for even more of a late fall feel out there. At least the afternoon hours the next couple days should be nice today. High temperature in the upper 50s, mostly sunny skies, a little breezy. By Friday, we are right around the 60-degree mark with still a lot of sunshine and much less wind out there. Should be a better day overall.
That's Drew Narsutis from Wish TV. Drew, thank you so much. Appreciate you taking the time to be with us. We've got 37 stupid cold degrees. 37 possibly racist degrees. No? Is that the way it works? You don't know. You're probably in league with the 37 degrees. That's right. That's right. Look in the mirror. Shame. 37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07. Do not listen to influencers. The hell is that even? I post memes about X, and I have a lot of followers, and now a subject comes up, and I pretend to know about it. Like this statement from the Republicans that they don't have the votes for redistricting, which I don't 100% believe. And then you've got influencers saying Mike Pence is pulling the strings. That was DC Drano, an influencer out there, popular. What the hell are you talking about? It's the most ridiculous thing anyone has ever heard. You think Mike Pence has any influence in the General Assembly? Everyone talks about Mike Pence as if somehow he is a guy who is led by the nose, and now all of a sudden he's got influence in the General Assembly. Man's always been nice to me. I've always been nice to the man. I don't agree with everything. I agree with some things. He's in charge of the Republicans in Indiana? Nonsense. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. And it's just dumb. Some of the things we have heard regarding redistricting. I think that equally foolhardy are the arguments against. Of course we should redistrict. We don't redistrict because the Republican Party is a weak party. And you say to me, they're a weak party. They've got 7 of 9 Republican seats in Congress. They have a supermajority. And these are two very different subjects. And the purposeful kind of melding of them is to engage a level of confusion and to try and say, we don't need that. We're not having a conversation about our seats just in Indiana. We're having a conversation about what has happened with redistricting all across the country and what is going to happen with redistricting. And how Republicans in multiple states have been drawn out. And a political process that is legal, why aren't you taking advantage of it? When California told you that retribution was okay, why aren't you taking advantage of it? Because you're above the fray? With all due respect, no, you're not. When you're above the fray, you're not interested in the fight. The fight is in the fray. I'm talking about engaging in a legal process, and people are screaming, how dare you? They assassinate Charlie Kirk, and they also say, well, he had it coming. I think you need to live in the fray. They live well below the fray. I'd like some grown-ups, please. And I'll go a step further. And I'll dig into this in the 7 o'clock hour at 7:45. Did the statement not make sense to anybody? Spokesperson, I think it's Molly Swigert, comes out and says, yeah, well, I represent the Senate pro tem, and we don't have the votes in the Senate. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? It's a weird thing to say. And can we go a step further? Why would anybody think that stops the governor from calling the special session? We lack the votes? Let's find out who. Or are they just not going to show up at all? Special session, no quorum. Oh, there's a lot to discuss. But the people who immediately write it off, you're just trying to rig an election, they're just wrong. And they've never once really taken the time to think about the subject. We will. We'll break it down. We may disagree, but at least we'll understand it. That's coming up. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. A Terre Haute startup gets a boost from Sony DADC at 6:32. Brought to you by the proud members of the Indiana Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions who build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag, title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
With 11 locations, Tech Credit Union's Chief Information Officer, Zach Hohulin, relies heavily on applied innovation and Arctic Wolf, an AI-driven cybersecurity platform.
We've been so impressed with that platform that Applied recommended that we now have gone back repeatedly to Applied.
Being a financial institution, Applied Innovation plays a critical role protecting your members.
It's almost a new Cold War, right? You have to have cybersecurity insurance, and you have to start partnering with organizations that will step in and help you manage that.
And having Applied Innovation as your cybersecurity partner?
It makes me a lot less anxious because I'm able to sit back and know that we're in good hands and not have to worry about it. I get to sleep at night.
Don't risk your data being hacked or exposed to ransomware threats. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. And sleep better knowing your network's secure.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what are you doing?
All right, Tony, looking at the south side, northbound 65 slows Raymond into the south split. That's a construction zone. Everything else is looking okay here for the moment. Coming in from Mooresville on northbound 69, that's way down to the southeast. We see a travel time running right now. I just had the damn thing. It's 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes on the travel time. No delay here at the moment if you're coming up on the new I-69 towards Indianapolis. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 37 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MEGA25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MEGA25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MEGA25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Sheets of empty canvas untouched sheets of clay.
Russian oil sanctions. Hey, Trump had a meeting with you. He wanted a peace deal. You could have gotten Donetsk. You could have gotten Luhansk. You could have gotten Zaporizhia. You could have had the land connecting to Crimea. Oh, happy day, Vladimir. And then, 3 to 7 years from now, you could have gone at it again. Gotten more. Because, honestly, who is going to stop you? You're willing to throw body after body at the issue. You don't care how many Russians you kill, although you're desperate to have more Russians. So the whole thing is really counterintuitive. But neither here nor there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? But then you told Trump, you didn't just tell Trump to pound sand, which I believe is a nice way to say it. I believe is pound sand the nice way to say bless your heart, or is it a different sentiment altogether? Neither here nor there. You told Trump that, yeah, we can make a deal. And then you were like, not going to do it. And then Trump said, oh, all right, well, I guess I'll back the other guy. Because he doesn't care who he backs. He wants the killing to stop. And whatever gets the killing to stop, that's what he's going to do. So now he's okay with the authorization of long-range missiles. Oh, did we not know about the UK-made long-range missiles? Yeah, those are now fine. These missiles, which are Storm Shadow cruise missiles, can travel over 180 miles. That's a fair amount of distance. What's the distance between Kyiv and Moscow? How far from Kyiv to Moscow? Let's do it together, kids. Let's there. Oh, I got a distance calculator right here. Oh, look at that. It's 529 miles if you're driving, and no one's going to be driving this missile. It's 469 miles if you're flying. So all right, it's out of range. It's out of range. Well, what if I don't fire them from Kyiv? What if I fire them from the border? If I fire them from the border, then maybe what do I get? No, well, you're still not in 180 mile range. But what if I can get into some inland part of Russia? Then I could. Hey, it's not my problem to figure out. That's really Vladimir's to figure out if they're coming his direction. And maybe they won't come for Moscow. Maybe they'll just go for oil refineries and pipelines. Maybe that's all you need. Just continue to cripple their energy infrastructure. To follow up on that, you now have the decision to go about putting the sanctions on Russian oil. It's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. The move targeting oil companies that fund the Kremlin's war machine, calling on Moscow to agree to an immediate ceasefire. Senator Mark Wayne Mullen on CNN.
Well, this is step one. The president and Congress has talked multiple times what the next step might be. We have been in briefings. We've been in classified settings. This is literally the first step to put more pressure on Russia if we need to. I believe we probably will. I don't think Putin is someone that's going to pay attention the first time his hand is slapped. I think you're going to see this get ratcheted up farther and farther to the point to where either we're going to bring them to their knees economically, or they're going to decide that fighting in Ukraine isn't worth it. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing us give the accessibility to new weapons for Europe to buy for Ukraine to be able to fight against Russia and their aggression in Ukraine. As I said, Jake, this is just the first step, but this is the first step of a lot of options we have on the table.
So you've already okayed the use of 180-mile weapons, right? Distance that these missiles can travel. Now you've okayed further sanctions. And you may okay even other weaponry. There's a larger scale story in here that's worth noting. It's going to upset some, and it shouldn't upset anyone, but it will, because that's how these things work. Zelensky was right and Vance was wrong. I think J.D. Vance has proven himself in great ways to be really bright and capable. I think he has made some mistakes. We all make some mistakes. He has made some mistakes. I think Jen Psaki talking about his wife, I am surprised that hasn't gotten more coverage. Jen Psaki at MSNBC referring to Usha Vance like, is she taken hostage? Blink 4 times if you're safe. Said that in an interview. It's outrageously offensive. And of course, already starting the charge of J.D. Vance is more scary, is scarier than Donald Trump. Remember what they said about Mike Pence. Trump was Hitler and Pence is worse. Of course Pence was worse until he wasn't worse. Then somebody else is worse, because you always have to gin things up. That's how they work. But let's go back to J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance was in the Oval Office and with Zelensky there, Vladimir Zelensky there, said, we're going to solve this with diplomacy. He didn't have to say a word. He didn't have to open his mouth. And Zelensky said, what are you talking about diplomacy? We signed this, we signed that, we signed this, we signed that, we signed the other, we signed your mother. Vladimir Putin doesn't listen to anything. And then Vance caught flat-footed, said, you don't even say thank you. To which then Zelensky went into listen, you've got a nice ocean between you and Russia, but one day, you don't have a problem, but one day you will see. And that's when Trump stepped in and said, you don't talk to us like that. And Trump was right. It was the wrong approach. I think it was a language issue. I don't think Zelensky was trying to engage that, but that's how it was heard. And so Trump was going to do the thing that Trump does, and no one should fault him for it. I don't. But that was Vance. You're now going to engage diplomacy. You can't have diplomacy with Vladimir Putin. You can't have diplomacy with a guy who's KGB. You can't have diplomacy with a guy who lies for a living. Can't be done. Zelensky was right. Now, Putin could have gotten more, but he chose this. You think this is a long con kind of game? That somehow he's going to get Trump back on his side? The thing can turn again, no doubt. But right now, you could have had the land. Now you got nothing. Now you just got problems. By the way, a deal could still involve Russia getting land. But Putin did this to himself, and I'm here for it. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Looking at inbound 69, looks pretty good right now as it's just a 4-minute trip from State Road 37 to 465. No delays at the moment. And checking the south side construction zone, northbound 65 slowing down before and after Raymond Street. And yeah, that's construction happening until the end of next year as they add travel lanes to I-65 on the south side. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Your next car, your next truck, your next fleet vehicle, it's at Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Good people with the Andy Moore Get More Guarantee. You see his last name is Moore, M-O-H-R, so it's the Get More Guarantee because you get more. You're always going to get more savings, more selection, and more for your trade. You can buy your vehicle 100% online. It is so easy to do, and Andy Moore will deliver right to your door. You can drive off in a new Ford F-150 for 3.9% APR or lease for $401 a month. It's your choice. You can get a new Bronco Sport, which I own, which is tremendous, for just $381 a month. Get more before it's gone. And they've got routine maintenance plans available to keep things simple and convenient. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Fantastic people. Walk in, tell them Tony Katz sent you. Actually, scream it at the top of your lungs. You don't get anything special. I just want to see what happens. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at Andy Moore Ford, M-O-H-R. All right, maybe don't scream. AndyMooreFord.com.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Turns out AI is wrong a lot.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joiner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joiner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana. And the best place to start is JoinerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joiner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes, and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joiner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoinerHomes.com.
So with all the choices of where you could buy your furniture and mattresses, here's why you should purchase your new Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers or Flex Steel Furniture, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy or Stearns and Foster mattresses, or Berlin Gardens and Pollywood outdoor furniture from Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Unmatched customer service during and after the sale. Have a service issue, they're just one call away. They deliver and set up for free if you live within 75 miles of their store in Columbus. Saves you hundreds. Family owned, worth the very short drive. ThompsonFurniture.net.
The big fall sale is here at Sundown Gardens. Visit the Garden Center for 20% off interior fall decor and 50% off pottery. It's the best deals of the season. All container trees and shrubs are now 30 to 50% off. Now's a great time to add to your landscape and save while you're doing it. The friendly staff at Sundown Gardens can help you add all the right touches to your home and landscape. Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield, SundownGardens.com.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
It's been a while since it's been this chilly. Clear radar 37 degrees, but it feels like it's 33 in downtown Indianapolis right now. We're only going up to 54. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. April was the last time temperatures dropped below 40 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. Forecaster Cody Moore at the National Weather Service in Indy says a frost advisory is in effect through 9 a.m.
So we typically issue a frost advisory in the spring and in the fall when we're expecting either the first or around the last frost of the season, and basically to notify anyone with agriculture interest that, this could affect plants or vegetation.
And Moore says we go from a frost advisory to a freeze warning, which will go into effect tomorrow morning. The government shut down now in day number 23. The Senate fell short for the 12th time yesterday on a vote to end the shutdown. New York City's mayoral candidates squared off Wednesday for the second debate.
There was no holding back last night in what was the final debate before New Yorkers head to the polls, with Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani walking in with a big lead. Mamdani, who has tried to back away from controversial comments about the police, said he plans to keep Jessica Tisch as New York City Police Commissioner if he wins. And both former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, running as an independent, and Republican Curtis Sliwa took shots at Mamdani over his lack of experience. Republican Curtis Sliwa has thus far resisted calls to drop out to help consolidate opposition to Mamdani.
And that's Fox's Doug Lazader reporting. And some Powerball winners in Virginia and Michigan say that they used ChatGPT to help them win big. Their stories have sparked a new wave of AI-powered apps to look for patterns for past lottery draws, but they say none can be guaranteed. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. A Terre Haute-based startup is expanding its production capabilities through a new partnership with Sony DADC. Logo Cup, which makes single and double-walled custom-printed paper cups, has reached a contract manufacturing deal to produce its cups at Sony DADC's Terre Haute facility. Sony will provide end-to-end manufacturing services, including custom printing, color replication, and packaging and distribution. Evansville-based Old National Bancorp is reporting fiscal third-quarter net income of $178.5 million. That's up from $140 million during the same period last year. In its quarterly report, Old National said its earnings included pre-tax charges of $69.3 million related to the company's acquisition of Minnesota-based Bremer Bank, which was completed in May. Additionally, the company announced this week that CEO Jim Ryan has been elected vice chair of the American Bankers Association. Indiana University Health's police chief is 4 paws closer to her goal of adding more therapy canines to the health system's Department of Public Safety. Callie is a 2-year-old Labrador retriever who's on a mission to provide comfort and give employees a moment to smile, says Police Chief Shannon Trump.
What we will use her for is a lot of, if team members or certain units or different people have experienced something traumatic or a big event, we'll try to prioritize those types of things for Callie, but also just getting her out in front of as many people as we can.
From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are men and women building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Indiana University is shaping the future of healthcare with Hoosiers in mind. Advancing discoveries that become treatments for Alzheimer's, obesity, cancer, and rare diseases, and training the providers trusted to deliver them. From the lab to your local clinic, IU powers medical breakthroughs and the talent behind them. Discover how IU is solving what's next at iu.edu/impact.
A children's clothing brand brought home the top prize this month at The Drive, an annual business pitch competition at Inventrec Technology Park in Kokomo. HKCB Wholesale, a sustainable clothing company owned by Kayla Sager, won $10,000 in seed money in the Shark Tank-style competition, beating out 2 other finalists. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, Southside crash, northbound 65 at Raymond Street, blocking the right lane. It's blocking that right lane to Prospect, or the lane that continues to northbound 65 in the south split. Now, you can still make both of your exits. You just kind of have to make your way around this crash in the right lane. Traffic is stop and go back to South Keystone Avenue. Delay at 2 minutes right now. Also, checking out northbound 65 to 465 on the south side. As you're exiting to 465, there's a pulled over semi on the right shoulder right now. We're calling it a stall, so please be careful as you make your exit from northbound to 465. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. The Indiana Pacers tip off their season tonight at home against the defending world champion Oklahoma City Thunder.
Training camp's not as long as it used to be, but at this point, it can start to feel a little long. We only play 4 preseason games. We're looking forward to it. I know our fans are, and will be great.
Head coach Rick Carlisle's team is a 7.5-point underdog. Coverage at 7 on 107.5 The Fan. Indianapolis Colts linebacker Zaire Franklin says the team is ready for the Tennessee Titans on Sunday, and that the bond in the locker room shows on every play on the field.
When Grove caught the pick, you literally see 50 people come off the sideline and go in the end zone. That just shows you how much everybody loves BG and how much everybody's rooting for each other. So we got a close-knit team, man. Everybody's rooting for everybody.
And note the Sunday kickoff time, 4:25. College football, number 2, IU plays UCLA Saturday at noon. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
The city of Irvington. This isn't just throwing shade. This is throwing bombs right here. Holy moly. Dear Mayor Hogsett, this is a letter from the Irvington Community Council. I saw Max Lewis post it. It came from Peter Blanchard over at Mirror Indy. Me, I'm Tony Katz. This is 93 WIBC. You're fantastic, and may I say, you have never looked fat in those jeans. You're just hot, and I wanted you to know. You're welcome. When I see you, that's all I hear. The Irvington Community Council sent a letter to Joe Hogsett, October 22nd, 2025. sent via email to Communications Director Aaliyah Wishner and Chief of Staff Dan Parker. Dan Parker is the guy I think is the thug from DPW. Oh, yeah, the whole idea of Major League Soccer won't play at the Diamond Chains site. That was a lie. And city county councilors bought into that lie, and they still haven't proven it, so I'm calling them liars still. They can prove it. I'll say, my gosh, you've got proof. You don't. By the way, what's happened with that? How are the Simons doing with getting a Major League Soccer team? Wait, do we not talk about it being the Simons? I digress. It's a letter from the Irvington Community Council regarding your attendance at the 79th Historic Irvington Halloween Festival. Now, I am told that this is cool. I have never been. I never got one of these letters, though. Dear Mayor Hogsett, as you are aware, multiple media outlets have documented serious concerns regarding actions taken by your administration, particularly involving your Chief of Staff, Thomas Carl Cook, who they just referred to as Thomas Cook. Several survivors of these documented incidents and others not yet reported on reside in our neighborhood and have expressed concerns about your expected attendance at this year's historic Irvington Halloween Festival, an event run by this organization, the Irvington Community Council. We attempted to privately obtain clarification through your communications director, but unfortunately, no commitment was made regarding your attendance. In response, writes the Irvington Community Council to Mayor Joe Hogsett of Indianapolis, in response to a formal request from neighbors and out of respect for survivors of sexual assault and others affected, the historic Irvington Community Council has voted to formally ask that you refrain from attending any event associated with the 79th Historic Irvington Halloween Festival. While we understand this is a public event, we cannot restrict your attendance. We urge you to consider the impact your presence may have. At best, it would be a distraction. At worst, it would be re-traumatizing for members of our community. Thank you for your consideration of this matter. Sue Beecher, President, Historic Irvington Community Council. Oh. So far, what we have is the Irvington Community Council noticing the problems with Joe Hogsett, but not any women's groups, no female CEOs, not the Indiana Fever. Every other woman, silent. Irvington City Council, I don't know if it's made up men, women, I don't know what the mix is. They noticed. No other groups, so-called feminists, have said a word about the Democratic mayor of Indianapolis. Well, okay. Yeah, you can ask somebody not to go, but you can't force them not to attend. I do think it's odd that, someone could say, I think it's odd that you ask them not to go. I appreciate the recognition that the reporting is getting out there, that Mayor Joe Hogsett is a problem, that his inability to staff properly is a problem, that people are still on his staff is a problem, and that if this was a Republican, we'd actually hear people talking about it and be upset with it. How could you not be disgusted by it? Well, people who are more about party than they are about rationality. Now you say to me, Tony, isn't party, not rationality, exactly the conversation of redistricting? Of course not. It's still about rationality. And I will have that story coming up at 7:45. Everything ties back, kitten. I got $5. He shows up anyway. Cash. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana. A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back, and it starts now against Baylor Sunday at 1 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer David Band, Vice President of Communications for Volunteers of America, an organization that supports veterans, seniors, and families with affordable housing.
We rely on Applied Innovation for a multitude of services, from IT support through our multifunctional devices. These devices are supremely important to our innovation and our ability to serve our clients.
Applied Innovation's culture means being involved in their local communities.
The Applied Innovation staff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, whether they are supporting our mission, supporting our events, or helping us with what we need, it's not often we can find an organization that quote-unquote just gets it.
The benefit of Applied Innovation support?
Bottom line benefit is I can get out there, I can engage with the community and help spread the mission and help people that need our services, veterans, seniors, and families.
Looking for a company that simply gets it? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
The Home and Garden Show is live this Saturday from 9 till 1 at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at 49th and Penn for booze and beers. Enjoy tasty food, cold beer, family-friendly games, and don't forget your costume. All at Sullivan Hardware at 49th and Penn.
Traffic on the 5s, Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic Center. What do you know?
Yeah, Tony, looking at the south side, it's a crash northbound 65 at Raymond, blocking the right lane, and stop-and-go traffic back to Keystone Avenue. This is a construction zone where the crash happened, so our delay time is at 11 minutes right now. Northwest side up in the Pike, northbound 65 before 86, crash on the right shoulder, stop-and-go traffic back to 71st Street. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new catering or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
37 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Sorry, American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:45.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers. And families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
People still complaining about the ballroom? It's so weird. Trump is building a ballroom. He's destroying the White House like he's destroying America. Oh, gosh, what it must be like to be such a fragile child. Hold on, wait. Nope, I have absolutely no idea what it's like to be that fragile of a child. I do know, if you know anybody clutching their pearls and saying, my gosh, what is he doing to the White House? It's so terrible. That's somebody who, if you can avoid them, you should. And if you can't avoid them, you're going to have to be honest with them. You sound crazy. Stop it. Stop it. This isn't a story. Building a ballroom, $250 million, that isn't costing the taxpayers a dime. It's fine. It's fine. And the people upset with it have nothing to talk about. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. It's still a subject. He's destroying the White House like he's destroying America. Cute. Cute. I'd love to hear what policies you're running on. I think that would be the most interesting part of this conversation. What are you actually running on, not what are you angry about, because you're angry about everything. I'll give you something that I am perturbed about. This is FEMA. There was a story that came out, oh gosh, it was during the election. It was during the election where you had the reports. You had the storms in North Carolina, and you had the floods that muddied the roads, and people couldn't get through to vote. And clearly, the Biden administration was slow rolling help to these people, and they, of course, said that wasn't true. And then you found out that FEMA was maneuvering to avoid providing help. FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency, they were avoiding help for those who had a Trump sign in their front yard. You knew it was certainly possible, considering the levels of political they are over there in the Biden administration, or they were over there in the Biden administration. Of course it's possible. It's a gross story. They denied it. Matt Taibbi, writing over at Racket News, Substack, I believe, FEMA workers improperly collected data about politics of disaster victims. So it turns out that politicized distribution of hurricane aid was not isolated. The Washington Times, following up on that story, that FEMA discriminated against pro-gun homes in disaster relief missions. FEMA employees and contractors canvassing neighborhoods in the wake of disaster repeatedly noted homes' gun, anti-Biden, and pro-Trump signage, which all breached the Privacy Act. It is impermissible for canvassers to collect First Amendment protected information, yet some canvassers seem to equate certain political positions with hostile or unsafe situations. Translation: these woke government employees decided someone has a Trump sign, oh, they're going to be dangerous. I don't have to put myself in a dangerous situation. I won't help them. You think these are good people? You think these are Americans? Oh, they may have been born in America. Do you think they're Americans? Because I don't. This is what FEMA did. They took a look at what your politics were, and they decided whether or not you lived or died, whether or not you got help or not, whether you got a different home or not, whether you got support or not, even though you paid into it. You want people to trust the organizations? Burn the organizations to the ground and start fresh. I didn't say don't have the organization, don't have the agency, but don't have it with any of these people. They all deserve to be fired. Gone. Goodbye. They're not good enough. They're bad people. If you skipped a home during a disaster because you didn't think their politics were up to snuff, there's a place in hell for you. There's at least a jail cell for you. I'll let someone else decide the hell part. But the jail part, I think I've got a say in. Evil things. Evil things. I will remind once again that there is a difference in the parties. And there is a difference in the philosophies. Now, there are great problems in both parties. But this idea that there's no difference, this idea that it's all uniparty, it's all the same, this is low-rent thinking. This is cheap, guys. And I don't think we should be cheap about something as serious as how we move forward as a nation and how the nation moves forward, period. It's not all the same. No, in some cases, it's way too similar. But it's not all the same. We need to be honest about it. There's a party out there that says you support Trump, you don't get aid in a natural disaster. We don't care if you starve to death. They're not like us. We are not the same. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's going on, Matt?
All right, looking at the south side, northbound 65 at Raymond. That's a crash blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to Keystone Avenue. We do have a delay there. Crash out by the airport, westbound 70 at Sam Jones Expressway, blocking the left lane. Slowed down to the Sam Jones interchange. Northbound 65 on the northwest side. That's a crash near West 86th Street, actually just shy of it on the right shoulder. Slow back to the 465 interchange. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Hi, this is Denny Smith, and it's time to get ready for spooky season by eliminating all of that spooky dirt, grime, and spills. Halloween brings out the best in people, but it also brings out some pretty scary crud from all the foot traffic. How about having Zero Res help you take on all of that with an unbelievable October special? Get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129 and 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Now that's some serious savings on the carpet cleaning. And remember that your air ducts are where the really spooky stuff is. Yikes! The Zero Res service for your carpets, floors, dryer vents, or air ducts is easy to line up, and you can go online at ZeroResIndy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. I love these folks, and don't forget the ZR Water difference. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, leaving things really clean. Now mention WIBC and get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at $129 plus 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Call 317-388-5141 or book things online at ZeroResIndy.com.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Well, who needs a lake when you can lease a 2026 HR-VLX all-wheel drive for $309 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake. Visit our showroom off State Road 37 today. Tax and title fees not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only. 10,000 miles a year. Not combinable with other offers. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends October 31st. See dealer for details.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Football season's back, so it's time for our annual Sit, Sleep, and Eat sale. Lowest prices of the year on all Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, and Smith Brothers. Save up to $800 on mattresses by Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and King Coil. And save up to $400 on the Big Green Egg. Free delivery, interest-free financing. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what forecasters are saying about advisories and warnings over the next couple of days, what your governor is saying about redistricting, why there's a criminal investigation going on at IU, and what attorneys for Mark Sanchez had to say in court yesterday after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It is 7 o'clock.
Instead of a summit, sanctions. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump is targeting the two biggest Russian oil companies after calling off his planned second summit with Russian leader Vladimir Putin, who keeps waging war in Ukraine.
It didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel like we were going to get to the place we have to get, so I canceled it. But we'll do it in the future.
And it's not just the U.S. imposing sanctions. Our allies overseas are, too.
This 19th package of European Union sanctions includes banning the import of Russian liquefied natural gas, intended as a blow to the valuable income stream Russia gets from selling energy. The new package also adds travel restrictions on Russian diplomats and identifies over 100 more vessels from Moscow's sanction-evading shadow fleet.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. The U.S. military has blown up another drug boat. The ninth one suspected of trafficking illegal drugs from South America, killing 3 on board. Secretary of State Marco Rubio blames
dangerous, violent drug cartels that operate as terrorists who are flooding our country with drugs.
Rubio said that before taking off for Israel to monitor a Gaza ceasefire still in place. This hasn't happened at the Vatican in more than 500 years. In that service in the Sistine Chapel, Britain's King Charles prayed with Pope Leo. No British monarch has done that with any pope since the 1500s. Less than 2 weeks before the New York City election for mayor getting national attention, the Democratic frontrunner, President Trump calls a communist, debated his rivals again last night.
I look forward to being a mayor for every single person that calls this city home.
And Zoran Mamdani sparred with former Governor Andrew Cuomo on Spectrum News, New York 1.
You have never had a job. You've never accomplished anything.
Republican Curtis Sliwa, distant third in the polls, took aim at both.
Zoran, your resume could fit on a cocktail napkin. And Andrew, your failures could fill a public school library in New York City.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What's first and what comes next? Clear radar, 37 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, but it feels like it's 33. We're going up to 54, and there's a frost advisory in effect through 9 a.m. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02.
Some locations you haven't been as cold in months, but I know some outlying areas, especially north of Indianapolis, they've already been in the 30s.
Forecaster Cody Moore at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis.
This morning's probably one of the coldest mornings so far of the season. We're down to 35 here at the office.
And Moore says it's the first time in 5 months that downtown Indianapolis has woken up to temperatures below 40 degrees. Tomorrow, the National Weather Service says a freeze warning will be in effect from 2 to 9 a.m. 2 IU students taken to the hospital last week following a hazing incident on the Bloomington campus at Phi Kappa Psi Fraternity House. This is being investigated as a criminal matter. Campus police haven't shared many details, and they have not talked about any arrests, but the university has issued a cease and desist order pausing all activities at the fraternity, including events and recruitment. Indiana Governor Mike Braun believes it's still likely that he'll call a special session so lawmakers can look into redistricting.
Indiana Senate Republicans say they don't have the votes yet to move forward with a special session in order to discuss redistricting. That was announced on Wednesday. Governor Braun told the Hamer and Nigel show on WIBC a few hours after that announcement that there's still time to get Indiana Republicans on board.
We're closer to getting there. All along I said the legislature is going to have to think about it. They're going to get persuaded.
The persuasion has come from the White House. The governor and GOP leaders have met with Vice President Vance twice and have spoke with President Trump over the phone. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Irvington Community Council has formally requested that Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett not participate in this year's Irvington Halloween Festival. This all has to do with his former Chief of Staff Deputy Thomas Cook, who was accused by at least 3 women of repeated sexual harassment. Upcoming court dates confirmed on Wednesday in the Mark Sanchez case.
At a pretrial conference, Judge James Osborne said the final pretrial conference is coming up December 2nd, and the jury trial will start 9 days later. One of Sanchez's attorneys is Edward Timothy Delaney. Here's how Delaney responded when reacting to the dates.
Thank you for allowing our client to be excused from today's hearing. He's still recovering from the injuries he sustained in the medical intervention, so that process is ongoing.
Sanchez is a former NFL quarterback who was stabbed October 4th in downtown Indianapolis by a truck driver named Perry Toll during an argument. Toll says Sanchez was the aggressor, and he is suing Sanchez. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indiana Pacers tip off their season tonight against the world champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Tip off at 7:30. Coverage at 7 o'clock on 107.5 The Fan. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Baer.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the south side, crash in the construction zone. It's northbound 65 at Raymond Street, blocking the right lane, jamming up traffic back to 465. That's a delay of 17 minutes. Looking at westbound 70 at Sam Jones Expressway, a crash blocking 2 left lanes. Now we have another crash right after that, blocking a left lane, and we do have a slowdown as you make your way out to the airport. Yes, if you're going from downtown to the airport, you have 2 crashes on westbound 70 at Sam Jones, so keep that in mind. No major delays yet. You will have a slowdown as you carefully navigate that area. Looking at northbound 65 in Pike Township, crash approaching 86th Street on the right shoulder, slowing us a little bit, not quite to 71st, but there is a slowdown. And inbound 69, crash at 82nd Street, blocking the left lane, stopping traffic back to 106th Street, delay at 7 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Fish TV meteorologist, what are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I didn't say how are you doing. I said what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you got cut off. I'm sorry. I must have missed that first word.
No, it's
what am I doing?
You're desperate for me to pay attention to your life. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
He cares about me. He really does. You know I do. You know I know. If I care about anybody, it's Phil Sanchez. And then after that,
right,
it's Ryan Morris. Sue, didn't he just get engaged?
He did.
Right?
I
know. I saw some photo that was posted on the social media where Ryan Morris, Swish TV meteorologist, got engaged. And I said, my gosh, she could have done better. And then I get right to you, Tara Hastings, right to you after the sports guy. And right after Anthony Calhoun. Right after him, I go,
I'm fourth on the list. That's very nice.
But it's fourth with a bullet.
Oh.
And you're heading
above,
right to the somewhat top.
Oh, okay. Like bullet whiskey bourbon, or are we talking like
yes, because of your issues, like bullet bourbon.
Are you rolling your eyes right now?
I'm just enjoying that laugh. That whole snurdly kind of laughing you got going on is joyous.
Oh, good. Should we get on to the weather?
Why not?
Just keep going.
No. I think the people came for the weather. They stay for the entertainment, but they come for the weather.
They do, don't they? Boy, I'll tell you, it is chilly this morning. Frosty conditions. We've got temps in the 30s. We'll look for sunny skies this afternoon. I don't think it's going to be as breezy as the last couple of days. 58 for the afternoon. Tonight, freeze warning goes into effect. So frosty conditions early in the morning. Some spots could see a freeze. We'll get down to 36 degrees later tonight. So bring the vegetation inside, cover it up if you want to have it extended a little bit while longer. Or locate your scraper for tomorrow morning. Could be of use in the morning. Partly cloudy for the afternoon. Friday, 60. And then over the weekend, doesn't look bad. We'll look for high temperatures in the lower 60s.
That is Tara Hastings right there of Wish TV. Thank you, Tara. Do appreciate you quite a bit. You're at least number 3. 37 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Sorry, American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:09. So let's talk utilities. No one's happy with this AES settlement. And then who's going to be on the IURC? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? 22 applicants to be interviewed to be part of the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission. I didn't know there was an opening. I would have applied. They reviewed 47 applications for 3 open seats on the 5-member commission. 22 people will be interviewed. So the IURC, the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, they ensure utilities are, as the Indiana Capital Chronicle describes it, safe, reliable service at just and reasonable rates. An advocate of neither the public nor the utilities, which is really hard. I mean, that's just a hard needle to thread there. I think that people paying attention to utility rates, people paying attention to this willingness to just say, well, we'll increase this, well, we'll increase that. I think this is good. I think that for anything that might divide, that if there's a coming together on this concept, a coming together on the idea of these rates affect all of us, regardless of political place and thoughts, and maybe there's a better way to do things, good. Now, someone could say, well, we would charge less if we tax this. Well, we might disagree on this. We might disagree on that. But as a matter of paying attention, I dig it. And then you have AES, which is talking about a raising of rates and coming to some kind of settlement with the IURC. It would reduce their original rate hike request. They wanted $192 million, and it would be $102 million. That's the settlement. And people are saying, no. So you have 25 city county councilors, and 23 have signed a letter. A letter they've signed. They all can't sign a letter saying Joe Hogsett should resign for sexual impropriety in his office. No. That I can't do that. But, rates we can talk about. The settlement has IU on board, Allison Transmission on board, Eli Lilly on board, Rolls-Royce on board, Walmart on board. This from the IBJ. What will come with these city county councilors saying, nope, we disagree with this? As the elected representatives for the people of Marion County, we are deeply disappointed in the announced settlement, which is far too generous to AES Indiana and harmful to our constituents. What amount would not be too generous and would not be harmful? We are discussing here the very concept of guesswork. This is about feelings. Now, taking a look at how AES operates, or any organization operates, and whether or not they're providing a value for the dollar, of course that's about feelings. And the people can vote on a great number of things. And if there is a way that we can engage pushing back on just rampant rate increases, good, fine. That's about us. But is there a number that somehow would satisfy the city county council? If it wasn't 102 million, but it was 87 million, they'd be like, oh, okay, that's a good number. Would we think it's a good number? So I like this conversation. I don't think perfection is anywhere in the offing. But the pushback on these rate increases, I think that's a solid statement, as long as we're in a proactive way and in a smart way addressing it. The idea that AES should be purchased by the city of Indianapolis to run and not BlackRock, well, that's just nutty garbage. You think the city can run a power company? Count how many potholes and then tell me how they can run a power company. That's what I thought. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
It's Matt Bear. What are you doing?
Yeah, this is a zoo this morning, Tony. First off, 2 crashes on the way out to the airport from downtown. They are both westbound 70, right after Sam Jones Expressway, okay? Blocking 2 left lanes as you make your way through that area with traffic jammed to the Sam Jones Expressway interchange. So there's going to be a slight delay there as you make your way through. Please be careful. Looking at northbound 65 on the south side, crash after Raymond Street blocking the right lane. That stops traffic back to 465 because we are in a construction zone, and that's going to be a hefty delay of 24 minutes right now. Southbound 6570, crash in the south, split truck versus pickup truck, semi versus pickup truck, excuse me. It's on the exit ramp to westbound 70 on the right shoulder. Traffic stop and go back to the north. Split delayed 3 minutes. 2 crashes, same spot. Inbound 69 at 82nd Street, first blocking the left lane. The secondary is on the shoulder. Traffic is stop and go back to 116th Street. Traffic sponsored by Moderna. Mnex Spike COVID-19 vaccine, mRNA by Moderna, is here. To find it near you, visit mnexspike.com. That's mnexspike.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
It's not just cancer care, it's the complete care you get at Hendricks.
And you can feel that spirit of excellence, trying to do what's best from a medical standpoint, but also trying to affect the patient and their family as you would a family member.
Hendricks Care is trying to meet the patient where they are. You know your body better than anyone else.
Do the cancer screening early.
An ounce of prevention versus a pound of cure.
Learn about health screenings at hendricks.org/cancer.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Said woman, take it slow, it'll work itself out fine. All we need is just a little patience.
Getting ready for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, Booher Remodeling.com. If it's inside your four walls, Booher is the only call. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, turning it into the part of the house that you can actually use. Your bathroom is one of those as well. It's amazing. Like every other part of the house gets taken care of. Your master bathroom, it's like, all right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Why? Why are you getting to it? Every time you step in there, you're like, I hate this place. Every time you walk in, you're like, what color is that? Is it rose? Is it coral? I don't know, but it's disgusting. You can change all of it right now with Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. You don't have to live that way. You can increase not only the value of your home, you can increase the value of your life. Now is the perfect time to get Booher Remodeling to your home. Talk to them about what you're trying to do. Then let them do the work in designing, understanding you, and saying, hey, this is what we think is going to work great for you based on what you've told us. And then get it on the books. Get it scheduled. Let them go to work. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana, the highest quality brand names you know and trust. And they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. And you'll have a bathroom that looks the part and, of course, doesn't leak and, of course, can fit all your stuff. Booher Remodeling. This can happen for you today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. The election in Japan. This has brought about a new prime minister. And I believe, if I pronounce her name right, it's Sanae Takaichi. She will be the first prime minister, female prime minister, in Japan. And from what I'm told, a hard-edged conservative who looks to people like Margaret Thatcher as her guiding light. Third attempt to becoming the prime minister. She's the fourth prime minister in 5 years. And there has been a lot of scandal and other issues in Japan. She is a protege of Shinzo Abe. Now, the reason that matters is that President Trump had, I would argue, and I think he would too, a rather good relationship with Shinzo Abe. And this could be a really interesting turning point for Japan, not only in getting out of their stagflation malaise, which has certainly gotten better, but also in a conversation about Chinese hegemonic desires and who controls the Pacific Rim. At a time like this, having a stronger ally in the Pacific, really good for us in dealing with the Chinese threat. So I bring that up for a reason, because over there at MSNBC, Mika Brzezinski and them are very upset that America doesn't vote for female leaders.
It really is incredible when you have Abigail Spanberger, Mikey Sherrill, her background, all the different jobs that she has held in the military, and also like Alyssa Slotkin. I mean, my God, these women are incredible, and to them I would say fight fight, because we need them.
Yeah.
We need them leading.
And Mikey is like, she's doing a ton of interview. You know, when I talked to them, when I was in the car, you know, it was this car, she had gone from interview to interview to talk to, but, you know, you still see the anxiety.
Yeah, Cheryl did have a few missteps in her campaign, but she still has, as you say, about a 5 or 6 point lead per polling. Spanberger's lead in Virginia a little bigger than that, but, you know, both still competitive races here heading into the last couple of weeks. But to Mika, to Molly's point, I mean, this is something that a lot of Democrats are grappling with right now. Is they've nominated women 2 of the last 3 elections for the presidency, lost both. There are some who say, well, we can't do that again. The stakes are too high. But of course, that does fall into the same misogynistic trap.
Other countries have no problem electing women.
In Virginia, Abigail Spanberger, the Democrat, is running against the Republican Lieutenant Governor, Winsome Earl Sears. Winsome is a woman. So if you don't vote for Abigail Spanberger, it's sexism? This is leftist logic. Leftist logic dictates that women on the political right aren't real women. You've heard me say this many times. For the progressive, if you're black and conservative, you're not really black. If you're gay and conservative, you're not really gay. If you're a woman and conservative, you're not really a woman. They believe this. This is who they are. Abigail Spanberger is running against a woman. Well, they're not going to vote for her because sexism. Sexism is the reason we didn't vote for Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton? No. Sexism is the reason leftists didn't vote for Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton. Oh, racism also with Kamala Harris. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It ain't my problem. I'm sorry that the political left is filled with racists and sexists. It's not my fault. It's one of the reasons I'm not on the political left. Who would want to be a part of that? If I lived in Virginia, I'd be voting for Winsome Sears. So I'm cool. Don't look at me. Look at the left. It's their issue. They keep bringing it up. They're the ones not voting for these people. They're the ones at fault. Well, it's because America is sexist. Well, that seems like your problem. You go figure it out. Seems like it's coming from your side of the aisle. The call's coming from inside your house. But this is another day dealing with this kind of maddening logic. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Go down to the airport from the downtown hotels. If you're ride sharing this morning, know that westbound 70 has 2 crashes. Same spot. That's going to be westbound 70 Sam Jones Expressway. 2 left lanes are blocked right now for both crashes. And we do have a slowdown going through that area. No major delay at the moment. That can change. South side crash. Northbound 65 at Raymond, blocking the right lane. Jamming up traffic past South Keystone Avenue. That's a delay time of 30 minutes. Northbound 65 stop and go traffic from Southport Road up to 465 because of construction. Downtown southbound 65 70 crash in the south split. A semi versus a pickup truck on the right shoulder, jamming us up back to the north split. And speaking of, we now have a stall on northbound 65. This is on the flyover from westbound 70 to northbound 65. No lanes taken at the moment, so I'm told. 2 crashes, same spot, inbound 69 at 82nd Street. First one on the shoulder. Second one is on the exit ramp to 465. You can make your exit. That ramp's partially blocked with traffic. Slow back to 116th Street. Delay time at 7 minutes. Crash on the northwest side, northbound 65 approaching West 86th Street. On the right shoulder, traffic stop and go back to the 465 ramps. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new catering or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show, 3 o'clock this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Rob Kendall off the rails. Eddie White of the Pacers. And I'm sure we'll make Allison uncomfortable.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
Has your house become a burden?
why not sell to us? Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to assist people in difficult situations.
Wanda's been in real estate. I've been in construction.
Probably we've flipped about 40 houses. I don't want to do it anymore. We're in our early 80s. Sometimes you have to give it up.
James, he did a good job.
When I got the purchase agreement, and he did have things in there that was pertinent to me.
James followed through on what he said.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Pat Sullivan here with a weather update. It's October, and we still have no clue if your AC should be blasting or your furnace needs to start kicking. Better have both prepared with a $49 AC unit and furnace maintenance from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Is it sweater weather or tank top weather? Nobody knows. But we do know that you can ensure total comfort inside your home for only $49. Call my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today.
Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
93 WIBC Mobile News, on the level, on the go.
An advisory is in effect for the next 90 minutes. Clear radar, 35 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 54. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 7:31. A frost advisory is out for central Indiana this morning, says forecaster Cody Moore at the National Weather Service.
For October, we're looking at, a lot of areas are seeing their first frost, so we're putting these out in advance to notify them. And it looks like we likely have widespread frost around.
And Moore says a freeze warning kicks in tomorrow. Senator John Fetterman, a Democrat from Pennsylvania, says he's breaking ranks with his party to back a Republican-led bill aimed at reopening the government.
I'm always going to vote to pay our military over the party. I'm always going to vote to pay the Capitol Police here versus over the party.
Speaking to Fox News, Republicans are pushing Democrats to support what they're calling a clean funding resolution, basically a plan that keeps government spending right now where it is, but Democrats are not budging. The shutdown is into its 23rd day this morning. Vice President J.D. Vance spoke to reporters Thursday before leaving Israel.
It's very early, but I do think that we've made a lot of progress in understanding what the composition of the ISF would look like and understanding what would be necessary for it to actually be effective, and then just to understand how Central Command is going to work with the troops who are going to actually be on the ground.
What he's talking about is a peace deal with Hamas and expressing optimism about the region's future. During his trip, he announced the establishment of a civilian military coordination center in southern Israel where 200 U.S. personnel will work alongside the Israeli military. A legal proceeding was held Wednesday in the case against former NFL quarterback and Fox Sports analyst Mark Sanchez. John Herrick with the details.
It was a pretrial conference with Judge James Osborne presiding.
Pretrial conference with a jury trial on December 11th at 8:30.
The judge and attorneys for both the prosecution and the defense confirmed that an omnibus hearing is also set for November 20th. And the main purpose for that hearing is to address things like procedural matters, evidentiary disputes, and motions filed by both the prosecution and defense. Sanchez is accused of attacking a truck driver named Perry Toll in Indianapolis on October 4th. Toll says he had to stab Sanchez in self-defense. Sanchez was not present at Wednesday's pretrial conference because he is still recovering from his injuries. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Coming up in a couple of hours, IMPD will hold a press conference downtown to talk about a new comprehensive plan that they say is 5 years in the making. And sports on WIBC, they'll celebrate a new banner that's up, and then it's back to business. The Indiana Pacers will honor last season's Eastern Conference title tonight at Gamebridge Fieldhouse right before opening the new season against the world champion Oklahoma City Thunder.
We're going to take that moment to celebrate everything we did last year. We did a lot and accomplished a lot last year. We're super proud of that.
That's forward Obi Toppin. He says he caught OKC's season-opening double overtime win against Houston earlier this week.
They look good. They look like they only had a couple months off like we did, so they're right back into the action.
And tonight's tip-off 7:30 pregame coverage over on 107.5 The Fan gets underway at 7 o'clock. You may have heard that let me try that all over again. You may have heard that Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor is having a great season, leading the NFL in rushing, already scoring 11 touchdowns.
It's unbelievable. I think just week in and week out to do what he's done has really been fun to watch. And as a quarterback, obviously it's a huge deal and it helps a ton.
Indy quarterback Daniel Jones
coming up with big runs, coming up with dirty runs that should be 1 or 2 yard runs, and he gets 5 or 6. I think all those plays really add up, keep us on schedule.
And Sunday's game with the Tennessee Titans at 4:05 at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. You have your hands full in there, Matt Bear. Right?
Yes, sir. Looking at inbound 69, 2 crashes about the same spot. First one at 82nd Street. And that's blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go traffic to 116th Street. 9-minute delay, and then right after that, on inbound 65, crash on the exit ramp to 465. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. Downtown, stall on the exit from southbound 65 to southbound 6570. It's on the shoulder. Everything is open outside of that. And then we have a crash in the south split at southbound 6570 exiting to westbound 70. Semi versus pickup truck on the right shoulder. And traffic is slow back to the north split. Westbound 70 going from downtown to the airport. 2 crashes, same spot at Sam Jones Expressway. 2 left lanes are blocked. And traffic is stopped through that interchange on westbound 70. Crash clear south side, northbound 65 at Raymond Street. Stop and go traffic 2 spots. Southport Road to 465. And again, before Raymond Street into the south split, that's a crash that was in a construction zone. And that crash again has cleared. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got ourselves 37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Growing your retail business is easier with Shopify Point of Sale. Shopify POS connects your entire retail store, in-store, online, and social media on one platform. It's built for how customers shop today and for how they'll shop tomorrow. The result? Smoother checkouts and deeper customer relationships that pay off and keep them coming back. Ready to grow with Shopify POS? Visit shopify.com/switch now for more details. That's shopify.com/switch now.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the Marketplace, Lucite, everybody. It's the material of the future. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm getting ready for what's next. on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff is on the Marketplace. I bring it to you. The Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov is where you go, is what you do. Matt Baer joins me on the live stream. We're still, my head's cut off and he's perfectly centered. I don't know what's happening there.
I didn't even see it. I just aimed the camera. It's beautiful.
Matt, talk to me about your love for Lucite. Basically, clear colored plastic.
Oh, I love Lucite. You can put it anywhere in your apartment. You can use it for aircraft windows, too. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
What they put on aircraft windows so you don't get sucked out of the plane. And so I'm a big fan of Lucite. I like the colors of it. I just think it's a beautiful plastic as far as plastics go.
Would you like it in your house?
Yeah, I mean, what is it? What's going on? I mean, maybe,
now, they say these are acrylic. I say these are Lucite. It is the Solar-Round acrylic side table nightstand.
Oh, cool.
It is 15 inches long. It is 11, almost 12 inches wide, 17.7 inches high in orange. It's very, like, mid-century, really disco kind of thing. And it could be right there next to your couch or next to your bedroom holding all your boudoir things.
Okay, I found it. It's at Tony Katz, and I'm looking at it. It's, I mean, they're kind of cool looking with this orange flavor that they are. They kind of look like Jell-O ice cubes that your ma used to make, pour the Jell-O and put it in the freezer. So that's kind of delicious. I mean, how much are they?
Oh, it's a great question. $70 each, or you can get two for $130.
Why are they $70? Are they indestructible?
Are they indestructible?
Yeah.
You can do anything with these things. If you drop them out of a window from the second floor, they'll crack.
Oh, good.
If they tip over, they'll crack. If you were to run them over with your car, they'll crack. These things are the most fragile end tables in the history of all mankind.
You just wrap them up in bubble wrap and carry them up to 4 floors, and you're going to be there.
And they'll crack.
Yeah, and they'll crack.
So $70, whew, it's a bargain at twice the price.
Set your drink on an end table, and boom, comes down like Tinker Toys.
If you walk into someone's house and they have these, what do you think of them?
70s, maybe they got a little hashish there in the bedroom. I don't know. I'm thinking of 70s culture, kind of. That's what it looks like,
You think they've got a little hashish?
Yeah, maybe a little hashish there in the bedroom. So I wouldn't stay long. But I look at them, and this looks like a table in the movie Boogie Nights. Did you ever see that?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm afraid that table under a black light is going to look like Boogie Nights. The question is before us. First of all, hashish.
Hashish, yeah.
Where does hashish come from?
Hashish comes from. It can come from Turkey.
Do we still use the term hashish?
Well, I mean, it's probably a little archaic, but hashish meaning the hash. The
I
hash
understood
package,
what it meant. Yeah. I didn't know if everybody else understood what it meant.
But people, they smoke the hashish like they're smoking a cigarette,
Right.
That's how they cover it up, and it doesn't have that smell,
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you know. Somebody might have hashish in their bedroom. Yeah.
And they'd have it on an orange lucite table.
And on an orange lucite table. It's a beautiful thing.
It is there on the Marketplace. Check it out for yourself. We've got the whole listing there at WIBC.com. More to come. Tony Katz. That's Matt Baer, by the way. Follow him, Matt in Traffic, on the Twitter X. You should do that now. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Indianapolis real estate market strong, but not easy. It's a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Dietel Realty. Perhaps you're worried you need costly repairs or upgrades to sell your home. Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Neil in Indianapolis said, I had already moved and listed my home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy. I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietel marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietel team sold my home as is for the price I needed. talk to the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he will buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Talk to Mark today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's DIETEL, markdietel.com.
It is day 22 of the government shutdown with no end in sight.
93 WIBC.
We'll be notified over the next 2 days as to what we're doing.
What happens next?
Another Russian barrage hits Ukraine.
Happens here.
That it's possible that we actually can make peace stick.
Rescuers found the body of 2 children in a house in a village.
Stay in the know.
Thieves broke in through an outside window and stole 8 pieces that had belonged to French royalty.
While you're on the go.
Mark Sanchez will appear in a courtroom today to face charges stemming from a fight with the Reese truck driver.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Josh Reckley, Chief Operating Officer for Otter Air Services, utilizes Applied Innovation for both copiers and IT support.
We engaged with Applied early in our infancy stage of Otter, before we even had a facility, just kind of looking for managed IT solutions.
Otter Air relies heavily on Applied Innovation to keep you up and running.
Our entire operation is really set up and heavily based on computers. We're really happy to partner with such a strong group and would highly recommend them to anyone that is currently looking for managed IT or even copiers.
And Applied Innovation will play a critical role in your future.
It's been a great working relationship with Applied as we grow in size and need, just the peace of mind having these folks, at our disposal is really strong for us.
Looking for reliable managed IT support? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Inbound 69-2 crash is around 82nd Street. The first is blocking the left lane. The second is on the exit ramp to 465. The ramp is open. Traffic is jammed up past 106th Street for a 15-minute delay. Southbound 6570 downtown Indianapolis. Crash in the south split on the exit to westbound 70. It's on the right shoulder. A pickup truck versus a semi. And traffic is stop and go back to the north split. Westbound 70 heading to the airport. 2 crash is the first is blocking the left lane, second blocking 2 left lanes. Traffic is stop and go through the Sam Jones Expressway interchange. The crashes themselves right there at Sam Jones at the end of the entrance ramp. So 2 left lanes blocked in that area. Northbound 65 Southside stop and go traffic, Southport Road up to 465. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 37 degrees in the American Standard cooling. Did it again. American Standard Heating Weather Center. Come on, Tony. You know how to do this. The time is 7:46.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. If you're living with a chronic condition like diabetes, chronic heart failure, or a cardiovascular disorder, you might count on extra support with your healthcare too. That's why United Healthcare offers chronic special needs plans with extra benefits and a large provider network to choose from. Visit uhc.com/Medicare to find out if you qualify today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on. Provider network may vary in local market.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change.
Make them good years and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Hey, listen to this. All it needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield and Common Threads has teamed up with the Indiana Fever to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Colts fans, our team is on fire and we're celebrating in style. Join us for the Colts Ultimate Tailgate this Sunday at noon at the Slippery Noodle. We're talking drink specials, tailgate games, and nonstop Colts hype before kickoff. Bring your crew, wear your blue. Details at WIBC.com.
Mitch Daniels, the former governor of Indiana, the former president of Purdue University, writing in the pages of the Washington Post, fellow Republicans, fellow Hoosiers, redistricting now is a bad idea. Allow me to dissent from that point of view. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I am a fellow of the Mitch Daniels Leadership Foundation, and I believe that the former governor is wrong here. His argument is based on, as I understand it, the idea that, yes, there are places that are indeed gerrymandered, and yes, it is indeed ugly. Of course, we're talking about congressional districts here, having nothing to do with how a state representation is done, meaning state reps or state senators. We're discussing congressional maps here. He's clear that places like Illinois are despicable. But he believes that Indiana is a place where the map is drawn mostly fair, pretty much squared off. That the idea that we have this issue here isn't one that is true. So therefore, the idea that we have to change anything here isn't true. I disagree with this assessment. But you could take a look at the data that he provides, saying that he questions whether or not things would really change. Bringing up the possibility of redistricting, changing how the map is drawn, and realizing that Republicans could still not gain the other two seats, that's why you play the game, right? The reason that you use the expression any given Sunday, because any team can win. Just because you were to redraw lines in, let's say, Marion County, doesn't mean that guaranteed a Republican is going to win. It's not what it means. If you were to redraw the first district where Frank Brevan, the Democrat, is currently the member of Congress, it doesn't mean you are guaranteed victory. But he makes a couple of arguments. We'll be punished by the administration if we don't cooperate. He then says there are calls to extract electoral retribution for the killing of Charlie Kirk, which admittedly I had not heard anybody say such a thing. What I put forth to you is that it is not that you have to worry about some response from the Trump White House. What I put forth is that when Texas made this decision to redistrict, it was Texas's decision. When California decided to engage in retribution, which was cheered by the political left, that meant fight. And what I put forth to the former governor is your argument does not engage the necessity of the fight nationwide for a nationwide purpose. You mentioned Illinois and how it is so absolutely convoluted. Yes, and then they put commissions and other things in place to keep things from being fixed. Exactly why, on a nationwide level, should we simply accept that? Because we don't do that here. Even your headline, sir, fellow Republicans, fellow Hoosiers, redistricting now is a bad idea. Can I ask, based on the progressive response, when you would decide it is a good time? I believe the good time is now. I believe the good time is now because we are discussing a nationwide conversation, and that's the way this needs to be addressed. It is even bigger than us. It is. We are dealing with states that have not played fair, states that still don't play fair, and California engaging in an act of retribution when they should have been told no. But no one said no. Democrats cheered them on. Still do. They cheer them on. North Carolina has now engaged redistricting. If you get the show sheet over there at TonyKatz.com, you will see the story. North Carolina did it. The argument for redistricting is an argument for we are engaged in a unique fight, and that fight can be solved politically, not with bullets to the neck. And I think that we should engage it politically. But I go a step further. I disagree with Mitch Daniels, and that's fine. If I saw him, I'd be like, hey, good to see you. We see each other from time to time. I disagree with you. I don't think it's shocking in his world that he might find someone who disagrees with him, like it's not shocking that I find somebody who disagrees with me. But I want to go back to the statement that came out through Roderick Bray's office, the Senate Pro Tem, that they don't have the votes. Can I ask why anybody would make that statement? Statement doesn't make any sense. This is what sent it going. And then Adam Wren over Politico wrote the story, and he was right to write the story because his job is to write the story. But why would you make the statement? Seems to me you'd make that statement because you want attention on Indiana and maybe some pressure put on. Is that why the statement was made by the comms director, Molly Swigert? To put pressure on Hoosier lawmakers? I don't know why you would make the statement. It never made any sense from the moment it happened. Redistricting does make sense, and I don't believe that we won't see a special session. I'm more inclined to think we will. We will discuss it coming up. Matt Bear has traffic.
Inbound 69, 2 crashes at 82nd Street. The first is blocking the left lane. Second on the off-ramp to 465. Traffic is backed up to 116th Street. 15-minute delay. 2 crashes westbound 70 at Sam Jones. 2 left lanes blocked. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like business owner Brian.
Yeah, Galaxy was great. We have a business where a lot of the service techs are working out in the field, and they'll come in and they'll have even some mud or something on our shoes. So if we're having a meeting, I needed a flooring that could stand up to that, but still look good as an office setting.
Well, if you own a home or a business, Galaxy Concrete Coatings got you covered.
Galaxy was great to work around our schedule. They were able to come in on a Saturday, and the job was completed over the weekend, and we were back in business, so we didn't miss a step.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
It's very nice looking. It's very durable. Really makes the room stand out and shine.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com now. That's Galaxy Concrete Coatings. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We're out of this world.
Galaxy was quick to respond. They were quick to give us a solution and quick to get it completed as well. And they're going to take care of you.
Indy, don't use the beautiful fall to paint. Do what Deanna did. She called Rhino
I was
Shield.
noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And now get the protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture Mattress in Columbus. Football season's back, so it's time for our annual Sit, Sleep, and Eat sale. Lowest prices of the year on all Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, and Smith Brothers. Save up to $800 on mattresses by Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and King Coil. And save up to $400 on the Big Green Egg. Free delivery, interest-free financing. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture Mattress in Columbus.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial, it's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what forecasters are saying about the cooler temperatures, what your governor says may need to happen soon, what IU's athletic director is saying about the football program, and why a former football player who's facing criminal charges wasn't in court yesterday after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
Another boat blown out of the water. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Every one of those boats that gets knocked out is saving 25,000 American lives.
President Trump said that after the eighth one was destroyed off the South American coast, purported to be trafficking illegal drugs. Then hours later, War Secretary Pete Hegseth announced a ninth one taken out, killing 3 more people he called narco-terrorists, up to 37 deaths in all.
We're allowed to do it. It's in international waters.
The Trump administration's provided few details about the series of strikes, such as how much alleged drugs the targeted vessels were carrying or what specific evidence there is to suggest they were carrying drugs in the first place.
That's Fox's Jill Nato. The European Union's joining the U.S. inflicting new economic punishment on Russia for continuing to wage war in Ukraine. President Trump imposed sanctions after canceling a second summit with Russia's leader.
If the Russians are not ready to have a serious summit with President Trump and President Putin about ending the war in Ukraine, then it is time for some new economic punishment. Now, more than half of Russian oil exports have been slapped with new sanctions.
That's Fox's Peter Doocy at the White House. Secretary of State Marco Rubio will spend the next 2 days in Israel. As he arrives, Vice President Vance leaves after his own 2-day visit, focused on keeping the Gaza ceasefire in place. Before departing, Vance also said,
"The West Bank is not going to be annexed by Israel."
Calling the vote yesterday by Israel's parliament to greenlight taking more land in the West Bank, where many Palestinians live, a very stupid political stunt. In New York City, the final debate in the race for mayor getting national attention.
You don't know how to run a government. You don't know how to handle an emergency.
Andrew Cuomo sparring again with the frontrunner, Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani on Spectrum News, New York 1.
We just had a former governor say in his own words that the city has been getting screwed by the state. Who was leading the state? It was you.
Republican Curtis Lee also debated. He's far back in the polls, rejecting calls to drop out. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Temperatures drop below freezing by the end of the week. Clear radar, 37 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 54. A frost advisory is in effect for the next about 58 minutes. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Forecasters say chilly mornings will stick around for the next several days, and by tomorrow, much of central Indiana will be under a freeze warning.
The freeze warnings actually go down the Ohio River as well. So a good majority of the state are under freeze warnings for late tonight and into Friday morning, where temperatures are expected to fall at or below 32.
That's Cody Moore, forecaster at the National Weather Service. Indianapolis, he says rain is expected by Sunday and may continue through the early part of next week. The Irvington Community Council has told Mayor Joe Hogshead of Indianapolis to skip this year's historic Irvington Halloween Festival. They sent a letter on Wednesday. This all has to do with 3 women who charged his former deputy chief of staff, Thomas Cook, with sexual harassment. The letter said his lack of appearance is out of respect for the victims. Indiana GOP senators say they do not have enough votes to call for a special session on redistricting, but the governor says he's optimistic.
The announcement coming Wednesday from a spokesperson for Senate President Pro Temp Roderick Bray. Indiana Governor Mike Braun says he's not unhappy with the Senate, although he wants Republicans to do what he sees as evening the playing field against other states, mainly Democratic-leaning, who have redrawn their congressional maps.
I think we're getting real close to where there'll be enough senators that get you to the point where you call a special session, and then they're on record to say which way they're going to go.
The governor joined WIBC's Hammer and Nigel on Wednesday. He said they have a few weeks left to get more Republican senators on the same page. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
2 IU students taken to the hospital last week after a hazing incident in Bloomington. This happened last Wednesday into Thursday, and this has to do with the Phi Kappa Psi fraternity house, which has been placed on restriction by the university and is now under criminal investigation. Upcoming court dates have been confirmed by Mark Sanchez's attorney. Here's John Herrick.
At a pretrial conference, Judge James Osborne said the final pretrial conference is coming up December 2nd, and the jury trial will start 9 days later. One of Sanchez's attorneys is Edward Timothy Delaney. Here's how Delaney responded when reacting to the dates.
Thank you for allowing our client to be excused from today's hearing. He's still recovering from the injuries he sustained in the medical intervention, so that process is ongoing.
Sanchez is a former NFL quarterback who was stabbed October 4th in downtown Indianapolis by a truck driver named Perry Toll during an argument. Toll says Sanchez was the aggressor, and he is suing Sanchez. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And you've probably heard that IU's football coach Curt Cignetti got an 8-year extension. The man who worked that extension out is athletic director Scott Dolson.
Obviously, we gave him a contract extension last year, but given the start this year, kind of where we are, where college football landscape is, we really wanted him to feel commitment to him, but also a commitment to football.
And Dolson stopped by Query and Company on 107.5 The Fan to talk about the extension and the IU football program, who is undefeated, ranked number 2 in the country, and they're playing UCLA at noon on Saturday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Crashes clearing Ryan, southbound 69, crash at 82nd Street clear. Crash at 465 clear. Still slow back to 116th Street. On that inbound side of 69 coming down from Fisher's, delay is beginning to subside. We're at 9 minutes right now. Southbound 65, 70 crash in the south split. On the exit to westbound 70, a semi versus a pickup truck. The right shoulder covered and traffic is stop and go back to the north split. Northbound 65 stop and go traffic after South Keystone Avenue into the south split. Inbound 65 slows from MLK to 21st. And west side westbound 70. One crash clear to Sam Jones. The other one still active on the right shoulder. No delay as you make your way to the airport this morning. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the looks all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what you'll find. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, which TV meteorologist? What's going on?
Hey, good morning. It is a chilly start this morning. We're going to look for lots of sunshine today. The wind's not as bad as the last couple of days. We'll go with a high of 58. Tonight, down in the city here, I think we'll see temperatures into the mid-30s, about 36. However, outside of the city, clear skies, calm winds. Temperatures are going to fall below freezing in many spots. We do have a freeze warning that goes in place later tonight into early Friday morning. locate that scraper now. You may need it early Friday morning. Partly cloudy for the afternoon on Friday, highs near 60. Frosty once again early Saturday morning, but we'll look for temperatures near 60. And overall, I think most of the weekend will be dry, but we could see maybe a few spotty showers late Sunday evening.
That is Tara Hastings of Wish TV. Tara, thank you. Appreciate it. Always have, always will. We've got 37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 8:08. December 11th, mark your calendars. No, it's not one of my events. That's when the Mark Sanchez trial starts. Fox Sports analyst, former NFL quarterback, attacked a guy in an alleyway in downtown Indianapolis because, I don't know, and then Mark Sanchez got stabbed. That's what happened. The guy he attacked, that guy got hurt. So now we've got the trial set. December 11th. Who knows if that's actually going to be the trial date? Things get pushed back. Not really sure. But that's when we have it. Then we have a weird story. I didn't think that I was going to be discussing this weirdo Democratic Senate candidate, Graham Plattner. He is a guy who had these statements on social media in years past about the only way to fight fascism was with a gun, and you got to be willing to have a semi-automatic. I think that was the term, semi-automatic, to fight these people. It's like, oh, okay. And he's running for Senate. And then he's got this video of himself shirtless, which I never quite understand. And he has a tattoo. Now, admittedly, I never would have known what it was. I wouldn't have looked it up. The tattoo is that of what's known as the Totenkopf symbol. It's a symbol of the Nazis. And he's got it like bam, right on him. And so he has to put out a video that says, I am not a Nazi, which, listen, I'm not a political expert. Wait a second. I'm close. And if you have to start your campaign by saying, I am not a secret Nazi, that's like saying, what was the name of the chick from Delaware who said, I am not a witch? That is no way to start your campaign. Rough stuff. But there's a great take on this that is happening, and I approve of it. You're going to tell me that redistricting in Indiana, right? It's just proof that Republicans are fascists and Nazis. A legal process that can be done by any state at any time. No one has even questioned whether or not this is against the law. A legal process with legislatures having the ability to control the congressional districts in their state. Being done by California, as well as Texas and North Carolina. That makes you a Nazi, feel the air quote. But having a Nazi tattoo on your chest or on your belly, not a Nazi, vote for that guy. Oh. We live in amazing times, kids. Amazing, amazing times. More on this story on Tony Katz today at noon. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way. How you doing? 93 WIBC, good morning.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money. You deserve it. and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
It's JMV, and the fall sales are across the board at Miss M's Home and Garden this week. Visit the Garden Center for 20% off all fall annuals, including mums and interior fall decor. 30 to 50% off all container trees and shrubs in stock. 40% off patio furniture and 50% off pottery. Now is the time to take advantage of the remaining fall evenings and save. The friendly staff at Miss M's will help add the right touches to your home and landscape. Miss M's on State Road 135, south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
If your dream home includes enough room for family and friends to gather during the holidays or anytime, Joyner Homes can build you the most beautiful custom home right now and ready for you to move in next year. Joyner Homes builds character-rich, smart design homes. Check out their 5-star Google reviews, visit their model homes 7 days a week, learn about their in-home architectural team, and get inspired at joynerhomes.com, where you'll see pricing and floor plans. That's joynerhomes.com, JOYNER homes.com.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance, and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership. Enter Auto House Merkel. Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent at a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership. Book service now at autohousemerkel.com.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Health gives you the ability to love more, feel more, be more. Health gives you the ability to live an extraordinary life. Because every day, no matter the challenges, is a chance to breathe. Laugh until your belly aches. Cry because you care so much. And experience everything that makes your life truly extraordinary. For 150 years, Franciscan Health has been there, watching extraordinary lives unfold. Love your extraordinary life.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, heck of a guy. What are you doing?
All right, Tony, looking at inbound 69 crashes clear at 82nd Street. Still slow back to 116th Street. Delayed 8 minutes right now. East side northbound 465. Stop and go from 70 up to Penn Pike. Downtown crash south split southbound 65 70 on the exit to westbound 70. It's on the right shoulder. Slow back to the north split. Northbound 65 on the south side. 7-minute delay from Keystone up to the south split because of construction. Westbound 70 west side, both crashes clear at Sam Jones Expressway. Traffic sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Owe the IRS $10,000 or more in business or personal back taxes? Call the Tax Doctor now. Learn how to pay the IRS less. 800-430-3062. 800-430-3062.
Chief of the Louvre, that's the museum there in France where they had the break-in, and I can't tell you how that happened. A group of guys is able to take a furniture lift and then go up to the second floor and break in to a museum and steal jewels And not all of them. They left some behind. It was very, very, very strange. The whole thing. Super duper weird. Unprofessional? Maybe. Meant to look sloppy? Possibly. An inside job? Who knows? A collector who saw an opportunity? Also very, very possible. Very possible indeed. Tony Katz. Did I say hello? Tony Katz today. What's going on, everybody? But now the director has offered her resignation. The crown jewels are worth $102 million. I don't know where anybody's going to fence these things, but of course you're offering your resignation. You're going to get fired. And a lot has been made that the security chief was a woman. The first woman ever in the job. Was she a diversity hire? The history of these two women doesn't show it as such. It shows that they have a history in these areas. Right? Worked at Musée d'Orsay, a couple of other museums. So there's a story here that they have some kind of track record. So I don't know if I'm buying into the, oh my gosh, diversity hires. They hired them because they're women and look what happened. I think it's more, look what happened, you're fired. You're fired. We're not going to debate here. Someone was able to break in the middle of the day because your security clearly is so laxed. It's predicated on people being normal. And some people are like, hey, let's take advantage of that. If these people aren't fired, that's the story. Then there's this horrifying poll. University of Michigan, the C.S. Mott Children's Hospital. It was a poll on children's health. 1 in 10 preschoolers and toddlers go outside to play once a week or less. Get your kids a coat, throw them outside, give them a stick, and tell them to dig a hole. What are we doing? Inside because, well, you got to be on a screen. Inside because parents are afraid to let their kids play, scared of what's going on around them. When your kids are young, if you want to keep an eye on them, that's completely fine. If you're worried about who's going to do X, Y, and Z, I don't know, buy guns, buy ammo, and get trained. If you say to me, I don't want to have to do that, I'll say to you, you're not helping your kid by keeping them locked in the house, afraid of fresh air. Are we all insane? This is horrifying. 4 in 10 parents admit they feel nervous when their kid strays too far or climbs too high. And the answer to that, I would say, is okay. As long as you let them stray a little, and as long as you let them climb a bit. There comes a moment where the parent should be involved, and there comes a moment where the kid's got to try. And that, knowing that moment, having that moment, feeling a little bit of tension in that moment, I would argue that that's probably every parent to some level, in some way, at some place. Now, maybe the variation is different. What you consider high is different than what somebody else considers high. What you consider straying is different than what somebody else considers straying. But the idea that like a 10-year-old can't walk to the corner store. 12-year-old can't walk to the corner store. Well, do we see a difference between a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old? Maybe. But we used to live in a society where these things happened, and now what? And now what should we do? Not allow these things to happen? Seems silly to me. Seems dangerous to me. Seems like we're engaged in a regression of society. This polling is horrifying. Then there's President Trump. And I have no idea at all what he is thinking here, what he is doing here. This is... He wrote about cattle ranchers. And he put out on Truth Social, the cattle ranchers, who I love, don't understand that the only reason they are doing so well for the first time in decades is because I put tariffs on cattle coming into the United States, including a 50% tariff on Brazil. If it weren't for me, they would be doing just as they've done for the past 20 years. Terrible. It would be nice if they would understand that, but they also have to get their prices down because the consumer is a very big factor in my thinking also. What in the world do you want the rancher to do, Mr. President? What is this? Or is there going to be a conversation about what they pay for feed? Is there going to be a conversation about regulation? The cattle rancher just has to get the price down? What is that? The cattle rancher is the problem? Might be the craziest thing I've ever heard. And that's saying something, because I hear a lot of crazy crap. I don't understand this mathematics. I don't understand this position. You think prices are too high, so you just want them to lower the price of beef just because. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. What kind of thing is this? It is surreal that these arguments are taking place. What is being done by your administration to make it easier on the cattle rancher and therefore easier on the consumer? Never mind the tariffs on Brazil. What's being done? That's the question. I don't know what kind of economic play this is. But I know that looking at the Midwest and looking at cattle ranchers and saying, there are serious issues here that cattle ranchers have, including less cattle for all sorts of reasons. This ties into the conversation about whether or not you're going to import more Argentinian beef. Argentinian beef from Argentina, accounts for 2% of total U.S. beef imports. You've got choice cuts that are up as of this week. Select cuts, different designation from the USDA, that is down a bit. Beef packer margins, according to the reporting, according to the advisory service, hedgersedge.com, negative, an estimated loss of $216.25 per head. That's compared to losses of $196 a day earlier. So these things do fluctuate. The ranchers the problem? The ranchers being what? I dare you to tell me too greedy. Oh, let's have a fight about this. I have no idea what the president is even thinking here, even trying to say here. Hey, thank me for things going well, which they aren't going great, and now lower your prices because I said so, is nutty. Nutty. It was nutty when he said it to healthcare, and now he's got people like Pfizer lowering their prices. This isn't Pfizer, boo-boo. Dear Lord, remove regulation, make it easier for the rancher to do their job, and maybe we're on to something. Let's talk about feed prices and other subjects and let the ranchers call in and give their thoughts because they know it better than I do. But pointing at them and say, lower your costs or else, that dog won't hunt. Nope. Push back on that, ranchers, all you want. I'm with you. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
Downtown crash southbound 6570 in the south split. On the exit ramp to westbound 70 blocking the right shoulder. It involves a semi and a pickup truck, and traffic is jammed up to the north split. Delay to 4 minutes. Northbound 65 slow through the construction after South Keystone Avenue into the south split. That's delayed 6 minutes. East side northbound 465 slow off 70 up to Penn Pike. And inbound 69 delayed 5 minutes. 106th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Turns out AI is wrong a lot.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace through strict.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
An NBA player arrested by the FBI. Clear radar. 37 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 54. A frost advisory is in effect for the next 29 minutes. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier was arrested this morning by the FBI in Orlando as part of a sports betting probe. FBI Director Kash Patel says he is going to hold a press conference in 90 minutes talking about the arrest tied to this investigation. Rozier was taken into custody at a hotel after the Miami Heat lost to the Orlando Magic. He had been sat out the game last night by his coach for a coach's decision. Downtown Indianapolis woke up to sub-zero or sub-40 temperatures for the first time in 5 months, and forecasters say colder air is on the way, with the freeze warning set for early Friday from 2 to 9 a.m.
Some locations you haven't been this cold in months, but I know some outlying areas, especially north of Indianapolis. They've already been in the 30s.
Forecaster Cody Moore at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis. Vice President J.D. Vance, speaking before leaving Israel this morning, called his talks with Israeli leaders good and said the next phase will center on disarming Hamas.
There are certain countries who I expect will be quite good at it. There are other countries that can play a role, but I don't think are going to be quite as useful. But a lot of that depends on which forces actually come to bear and how we're actually able to implement this phase 2 of the peace plan.
Vance clarified that U.S. troops will not be involved in ground combat, but instead will play a role in mediation and monitoring peace efforts between both parties. Due to the ongoing government shutdown, at least 25 states, including Indiana, may suspend food assistance programs starting on November 1st. Notices are being sent to SNAP recipients, informing them that the payments may not be issued next month. The change is expected to have a big impact on low-income households. Indiana Governor Mike Braun says it's still likely that he'll call a special session so lawmakers can look at redistricting. Jarrett Lewis explains why.
Indiana Senate Republicans say they don't have the votes yet to move forward with a special session in order to discuss redistricting. That was announced on Wednesday. Governor Braun told the Hamer and Nigel show on WIBC a few hours after that announcement that there's still time to get Indiana Republicans on board.
We're closer to getting there. All along I said the legislature is going to have to think about it. They're going to get persuaded.
The persuasion has come from the White House. The governor and GOP leaders have met with Vice President Vance twice and have spoke with President Trump over the phone. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Broadway faces a shutdown today as nearly all theaters may go dark. About 1,200 musicians are threatening to strike over pay, health benefits, and job security after contract talks stalled. Sports on WIBC. The Indiana Pacers will tip off their season tonight at home against the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder.
Training camp's not as long as it used to be, but at this point, it can start to feel a little long. We only play 4 preseason games. We're looking forward to it. I know our fans are, and will be great.
Head coach Rick Carlisle's team hits the floor as a 7.5-point underdog tonight. Coverage at 7 on 107.5 The Fan. Indianapolis Colts linebacker Zaire Franklin says the team is ready for the Tennessee Titans Sunday, and the bond in the locker room shows on every play and every snap.
When Grove caught the pick, you literally see 50 people come off the sideline and go in the end zone. That just shows you how much everybody loves BG and how much everybody's rooting for each other. So we got a close-knit team, man. Everybody's rooting for everybody.
Talking about that Grover Stewart interception, Sunday's game kicks off at 4:25. College football in Bloomington this weekend. Second-ranked IU plays UCLA. Kickoff at noon. Coverage on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan begins at 11. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Downtown crash cleanup continues on southbound 6570 in the south split. It's on the exit ramp to westbound 70, blocking the right shoulder. Slow down back to the north split, 2-minute delay. Northbound 65 on the south side, delayed 6 minutes. Keystone Avenue into the south split, that's a construction zone. Inbound 69, 5-minute delay, 106th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Fill up on the news. Brought to you by Simple Quarters. I wanted to make sure I said this right. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Right now, here's what we're looking at. We have got Dow futures down 93, NASDAQ futures are down 76. Yet, American Airlines profit forecast for the rest of the year topping estimates. I have nothing for you guys. I can't figure this out. Oil prices back up big. $61.47 on the West Texas crude. This was down in the upper 50s. This is up nearly $3 a barrel. The Brent crude at $65.51 a barrel. The 10-year Treasury still under 4%, 3.982. Not really much movement on that. And when it comes to gold prices, gold at $4,119 an ounce. Silver at $49.17. Gold was at $4,300. Silver was at $52 an ounce. It's slowly, it would seem to me, working its way back. So that's where we are. That's where the numbers show. And as for the airline stocks, is it because they're charging more and people are paying it because everything costs more? Is there something else going on? No good answer. And then there's a report that single-family rent growth hit the lowest level in 15 years. Rents for single-family residential homes up just 1.4% in August compared with the year before. Dallas actually saw a decrease of 0.6%. Rental prices nationally were down 0.8% in September compared with the year before. Is that because everybody's in a spot and nobody's moving? Everybody's like, okay, I guess we can't go anywhere. We're staying right where we are. Everybody's already moved it back in with mom and dad, has moved back in with mom and dad. I don't think this is outside the realm. It's an interesting number. We will look more into it on Tony Katz today. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. That's why I bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillADentRemoval.com. Those door dings you get from like when a supermarket and the cart hits your door or there's hail, these things can be easily removed with Kill a Dent. KillADentRemoval.com. The paintless dent removal, door ding repair, mobile dent repair, they come to you. They make your car look amazing. Kill a Dent Removal. KillADentRemoval.com. They bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moment because the world is crazy, but we do not have to be. We take some moments. We take some moments, but we take today. We take now. Turn up the speakers or ourselves a drink. I don't care what it is. I'm not here to judge. And we just breathe for a bit. That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit of breathing. Get refocused, and then we'll go back to it. The world's crazy. We don't have to be. I bring you to 1982. I got to admit, I saw them in concert with Men at Work and Christopher Cross, and I thought that their show was outrageously self-serving and not audience-serving. Man, they played some things they didn't have to play. That said, I enjoy their story. I enjoy them. I enjoy what they contributed to rock, to music, to yacht rock, to it all over the decades. Roll down your windows. I know it's cold. Turn up your speakers. Grab a drink. Hot toddy is nice. 1982. I don't think I've played this one yet. I don't think I'm repeating myself. It's Toto. It's Rosanna. Producer Caleb in for producer Kylan, in for producer Carl, who is on assignment. Hit it.
Could ever care for me, Rosanna. All I wanna do in the middle of the evening is hold you tight, Rosanna, Rosanna. I didn't know you were looking for more than I could ever be. Not for years since Rosanna, Rosanna, I didn't know that a girl like you could make me feel so sad. Rosanna. All I wanna tell you is tonight you'll never, ever have to compromise. Rosanna, Rosanna, I never thought that losing you could ever hurt so bad. Not quite a year since she went away. Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone, and I have to say, meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way.
Are we just fading the song out for no reason? Bring it back.
Meet you all the way. Hey, girl. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way.
By the way, this is the album version. The single version is shorter. This is the longer one because I love you. The TK Tony Katz Thursday Music Moment presented by KillADentRemoval.com. Everything is listed over at WIBC.com. You should check it out for yourself. Matt Bear has got traffic.
All right, Tony, I'm looking at southbound 6570. That's jam traffic from the north split to the south split. And we had a crash in the south split going to westbound 70. And I'm now told that ramp is closed for cleanup. It involved a semi and a pickup truck. So right now we are jammed back to the north split. Northbound 65 stop and go traffic after Keystone into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 37 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
1 second I'm on my bike, next second I see this car coming at me. And
I broke my left ankle in 3 places.
I decided to call Hensley.
I realized Hensley was impressive first time I spoke with my attorney.
They just kind of took that burden off my back.
It happens. Hire Hensley. Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers, and Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top-quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any Ford-Tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Head online to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra Thursday, December 4th at Cambridge Fieldhouse.
Don't sing if you want to live long. They have no use for your song. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead and out of this world. Now your hope and compassion is gone.
It's time to play America's favorite game. What in the world, or what in the heck, or what in the mess is that television theme song? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Here's how we play our game. Producer Caleb, who's in for producer Kylan, who is in for producer Carl, who is on assignment, has selected a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to now guess what it is. I have zero clue. The chat room can help. Of course, we live stream youtube.com/WIBC. But of course, I said of course twice. But as always, I will turn to Matt Bear. Matt Bear, play it again there, producer Caleb.
Don't sing if you want to live
What is that television theme song?
Tony, that's Dark Shadows.
No, but according to my wife, you're close. Because she has now decided to chime in again.
Yes.
And this is the theme to What We Do in the Shadows.
Wow.
Wow. I want to know what my wife is doing that she knows all these television shows. What is happening here? What is there no work? I don't get to watch this much TV. It might have something to do with the 900 hours of radio I do every day, but aside from that, but it was a good effort, Matt Bear. Good effort from you. On Tony Katz today at noon, of course, the redistricting conversation does not stop. The left is totally okay with people who have Nazi tattoos, but you who disagree with them politically, they call a Nazi. Just more of their patheticness going on. And then the sanctions on Russian oil. Does this bring Vladimir Putin to the table when it comes to peace with Ukraine? Also in the news, rumors that Nancy Pelosi is eyeing the exits, which is not surprising. Since not being the speaker, she sounds older, she looks older, she acts older, and snapping at a reporter and telling them to shut up. Yeah, it's not the look. It's not the look. It's time for Nancy to go write her book now. Expect that to happen. And that will lead to there's a real lack of leadership in the House. Hakeem Jeffries can't do this, but we will get into that story. And as for the redistricting, and this fight will continue, I put forth to you that the statement made by Roderick Bray's Senate Pro Tem's comms person is a weird statement. Why would you tell a reporter you don't have the votes? Why would you say it out loud? You don't have it, you don't have it. You let the whole thing pass. Why would you bring attention to it? And so I find that to be a very, very odd thing. I don't have any anger towards Adam Wren of Politico in writing the story. You would write the story. It makes perfect sense. The fact that he is a progressive and a propagandist on way too many subjects is inconsequential to the fact that you got the quote. You write the story. Why would you give the quote? I'm asking, as a matter of political observation, why would you give it? The only reason for that quote, oh, we don't have the votes, is to bring attention to the fact that you don't have the votes for redistricting, to then allow for pressure to be applied. I don't think this is a question of Rod Bray standing strong. And for the record, I don't know if Speaker Pro Tem Bray ever stands strong. I have no idea. I've never met the man. His team has never once reached out, never once ever. So I don't know if he wants this or doesn't want this. I have no idea. What I know is it's a weird quote to give. And the only purpose of the quote is to then bring pressure onto Hoosier Republicans. I favor redistricting. I certainly favor calling the special session and let's have the vote. Now what happens if Republicans don't show up for the vote? Things get interesting from here, guys. I'll catch you at noon. Matt Bear has traffic.
Yeah, crash in the north split at southbound 65, continuing to southbound 65, 70 through traffic portion. It is on the right shoulder. A little bit of a slowdown there. Inbound 70 slow after rural into the north split and continues to be slow out to Meridian Street. South side, westbound 70 crash from southbound 65, 70 on the exit ramp from southbound to westbound 70 on the right shoulder. Traffic backed up to the north split. That ramp was closed briefly. It has reopened. They shut it down just for the tow truck. Northbound 65, 6-minute delay after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to drexelin.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Brett.
We did Galaxy for the sidewalks and also the porch. The porch had a few pits. Galaxy said that was no problem.
Home or business, Galaxy Concrete Coatings got you covered.
Obviously with the front sidewalk and step, so we didn't worry about any kind of slipping. You know, you're concerned about that after rain. And then when it did dry, it didn't spot, it didn't stain. It was just like it had been done yesterday.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
One thing that my wife commented on was how easy the Galaxy coating swept versus just the bare concrete.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com now. That's Galaxy Concrete Coatings. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We're out of this world.
We moved here recently. I didn't even think twice about calling anyone else but Galaxy to come do this house.
You know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with a free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979.